Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hey Sherry. Hey Ray. Hey Terry. Hey LaShonda. Let's see. Hey Shamika. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Hey Kenyatta. Hey Shada. Hey, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Isn't that funny when Siri starts talking to you and I'm like, I'm not even talking to you? Cut it out. What's going on, guys? Thank you, David. All right, so we got a few things that we need to discuss today. And then I have a really cool giveaway for you guys. So a few things we're going to discuss. I should have made little notes so I didn't lose my track of thought. But I'm sure I will hit everything. And if I don't, I know you guys will remind me. Happy Monday. Are you guys having a great and awesome Monday? Is it phenomenal and amazing all the time? Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about a few things. And then I have a super cool giveaway for you guys. So stay tuned for the end because you're going to absolutely love it. Okay. All right. So I'm just writing everything down I had to talk to you guys about. I should have done it before, but I was on a call. And I was like, oh, I forgot. Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I tell you guys about that too. Okay, so a few things. Good morning. So my name is Vanessa Terry. This is the Notary to Notary channel where we teach anyone how to make a six-figure income as a notary signing agent. It is very doable. You can do this. I have faith in you. Our training online is at Notary2Notary.com. Let me put the link on the screen, Notary2Notary.com. If you want to get started in our training, the training is self-paced online. Once you get into it, you have access to it for forever. Okay, whenever I add new content, you guys have access to that. It's funny because I have students who say, I was 100% complete, and then I log on, it says 70. And say, well, I added some stuff. I'm always adding content. Thank you, Side Hustle Gang, for the super chat, guys. If you want to do a super chat, support the channel. When you put your comment, there's a little, I just learned about super chats like a month ago. I'm learning about social media, guys. Let me tell you guys, you definitely need to get on the social media for your businesses, guys. It's so important, okay? But I'll talk about that in a little bit later. Let me put that down so I don't forget to tell you about social media. Social media. Oh, I got to talk about e-notary too. It's a lot going on right now. Okay, so yeah, you can do a super chat. All you do is when you put your comment, a little $sign, you click it, supports the channel, helps us put out more content for you guys. So thank you so much for the super chat. Side Hustle Gang, road to 10K. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about Notary to Notary first. So Notary2Notary is the online training platform that we have that teaches you how to build a successful notary signing agent business anywhere in the country of the U.S. It's funny, since I get people who message me from like other countries and it's like, I don't know how you guys do it over there, so I don't want to tell you that it works because I have no idea. Okay. Have I ever watched TJ Hustle's videos? I have. I support his channel a lot as well. So he did reach out to me and he's been really putting a lot of my videos out there because it's a great opportunity. And so we try to share, like his channel talks about different ways you can make money. So like side hustles, but also different like business models. And so he actually had a really cool video he just put out about, what did he do? He bought a dog. The video was like on breeding. I mean, he bred fish at one point, then he bred he did. I don't want to say it wrong, but I always watch his videos. I used to watch his videos before, actually. But when I was looking to things I could start from home, and like, we all do those Googles of side hustles, how we can make money on the side, things like that. And so he's definitely one of the heavy hitters in that genre on YouTube when it comes to like making money, like working from home or on like a side hustle kind of thing. So if you don't know who JT Hustles is, I would definitely recommend watching his channel. He has a lot. His videos cover so many different things you can do, and it's not just him talking. It's people in these industries, and they come on, they talk about how to make money doing this like specific thing, and so it's really cool. I definitely like it. So yeah, I did see my videos he put out there, which is really super cool. I always love partnerships and collaborations. So if you want to collab or do something, definitely reach out to me, let me know. Okay, Let's get back. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go into notary questions in a second. So, Notary2Notary is an online training platform. Like I said, it's self-paced. You go through on your own time. We teach you everything from general notary work, loan closings, and e-notary, to make sure you have a successful notary business. And we teach you how to build a six-figure income doing that. And so we have a lot of students who've completed the program, built their businesses. We're actually putting a page on the website that says student success stories. So I put a lot of stories like on YouTube or social media, but I get a lot of emails in of students who've, done it. They quit their job, they're making six figures. And so we're putting a whole page up, and I really want to take April and just do a lot. I have a lot of students who are successful. I really want to get their videos out there, their testimonial videos out there for you guys. I really want to focus on that for April. There'll be a whole page on there so you can see people's success stories. And the whole thing, guys, it's really good because it shows you that it's possible. A lot of times we hear people, we take in all the negativity and then we don't hear the positive light. So I have a lot of students who are in like certain states, and you'll get, if you guys have ever heard that, people reach out to notaries in their area and they say, hey, can I do this? And they get like negative feedback and things like that. And they take it to heart. And unfortunately, it's one of those industries where there are notaries who don't want to teach you how to make money in this business because they feel like you're going to take money from their household, which is not the case. Like, guys, there's more than enough work out there. We can all share. It is not that serious. And I found in life, when you do share information and when you help others, you will grow at the same time. It's when you're like tight-fisted and really stingy that you're limiting yourself. Okay. You're limiting yourself and you're like stopping yourself from growing. So you guys know, hands down, if you have a question, you can let me know. I will give you as much information as I have, because I honestly wholeheartedly believe that there's more than enough money and resources out there for everybody, especially if we all share the information and we can all, increase together. So I have no problem dropping all the gems that I can think of and let you guys know so you guys can, apply those in your life. Okay. All right, so 3 training programs. The all-inclusive training, the e-notary training, and the all-inclusive training has all the courses in there. Notary signing agent, notary signing agent, e-notary, tax financial management is a good one. And then the marketing training, and all that's in the all-inclusive. You can get them all a la carte if you want. And then we have the ultimate title and signing company list that has the list of I don't like saying every, but a lot of title companies, and it's broken down by state. So you guys know that when you reach out to title companies directly, you get more of your money. So let's say a closing, a lender is ready to, when they're, here we go. When a lender is doing a closing and they want to pay to have that loan closed, or the title company wants to pay, they're going to pay anywhere between like $150 and $350. Sometimes, more than that. They're basically, it's at the mercy of different things that go into it. So for instance, if you're in a very rural area and there's not a lot of notaries, you can definitely get more money because you're a high commodity. So there's a lot of times where we'll get closings, because you guys know I have the signing service too. We'll get signings in somewhere that's a very rural. It could be like in New Mexico, which I'm not saying New Mexico is rural, but they have rural areas, or like Arizona or North Dakota is a big one. We get a lot out there that we don't have notaries to cover. And so or Hawaii's when they have a lot of notaries to cover, and they'll say, hey, normally we would put it out for, this amount, but there's no notary. So basically whatever you ask, they'll usually pay it. And so that's why I said sometimes the scale can be a bit higher if you're a high commodity in that area. Same concept when I talk to you guys about Spanish speaking notaries, same concept. A lot of times you can Google it yourself, like go on SnapDocs or go on, I don't know if you can see it on Signing Order, but we can look and see how many notaries that speak Spanish are in an area. And I do know there's a lot of Spanish speaking notaries, but they're not becoming notary signing agents. And so when you're trying to, a lot of times when I talk to like Spanish mortgage companies and title companies, they're saying that their loans are delayed because there aren't a lot of Spanish speaking loan signing agents, because you have to find someone who speaks that language that makes you a hot commodity. And that's why I say you can ask for more money in that light. Okay. All right. So we teach you about that. We teach you about the ultimate title and signing company list is a list of a boatload of signing services you can sign up with, and title companies broken down by state that you can reach out to. It's also a very good tool if you want to start a signing service. So we talked about this in another video that I did, where we talked about the progression of your company. So a lot of people, first of all, being a notary is a business, okay? You are running a business, you're running a company. This is your baby, okay? And so you're going to run it however you see fit. Okay, but the progression usually starts off with people doing general notary work, where you're doing notary work for people in your community, you know, like power of attorneys, wills, title transfers, things like that. Okay, and then usually, this is just usually, it's not set in stone. Okay, general notary work moves into loan closing, and then of course e-notary. Okay, and then there's a lot of other little things people add on, like field inspections or fingerprinting or things like, or process serving, things like that. There's a lot of things you can add on, couriers, things you can add on, things like that. But then once you really build that business up and you're making that 6 figures or somewhere close to it, you may have a lot of contacts at this point, and you say, you know what, I want to start a signing service. So a signing service is essentially where you have notaries working underneath you. And then you're not, so that's the point where I'm at, where I don't go out anymore and I don't do notarizations myself. I mean, every once in a while I do because I miss it. But I don't really go out myself anymore and do the loan closings. I dispatch notaries nationwide to do the loan closings for me. There are people who start signing service and they just do it in their city and their state, and that's perfectly fine. Some people want to do it nationwide. It's really up to you. There are some signing services who just do e-notary. Like, and that's a really hot market for that. And so we'll talk about that in a little bit, but that's just a progression. So we're actually going to add a training for that, but that won't be come till later in the year. So it'll switch our saying over. We help people build 6-figure notary signing agents. No, we help people build 6-figure notary businesses and $1 million signing services. And so that's going to come later in the year. I'm just giving you guys a little heads up before it comes out. But that's just a progression. You don't have to do that. Like I said, you could just do notary work, period, and just, like, you know, loan closings, e-notary, you know, stop at that point. Because once you go into a signing service, you're actually running a company at that point with people underneath you. And so it's a lot more, definitely a lot more involved. And so you don't necessarily have to do that. You can still have that time and that financial freedom being a 6-figure notary signing agent. Of course, people say, well, I still want to make $1 million. You can. You can take those 6 figures. You probably make more than that. You know, save, reinvest, you know, look at other streams of revenue that you can, different assets you can acquire that will generate revenue for you. Things like that. It's really, everybody, I always encourage you to build your own path, like what's going to work for you. Running a signing service might not be for you. I had a student who wants to do a restaurant, and being a notary is not his passion. But he said, you know, I'm going to work this. I'm going to get those 6 figures and I'm going to invest it into my restaurant, and I'm going to go do that. So I have students who do that. They say, well, I'm going to use this tool to make the money in and then go do, you know, use it to fund my real dream or my real passion, whatever that may be. A lot of people just really want to get that time and financial freedom. It's just, I just want my time back. I don't want to clock in and out of work. You know, I want to take vacations whenever I want to. I want to be able to, you know, spend time with my kids and my husband or my wife whenever I feel like it. Things like that. You know, I want to be able to move when I want to move without having to check my account every 5 seconds to make sure, you know, there's money in there. So it's that time freedom. And it's that financial freedom. So you have to figure out what, like I always encourage you guys, I say it all the time, is to write your goals down. What do you want? Make it very clear. Like, I want to make this amount a week. I want to make this amount a month. This looks like this. And that means I need to do these many notary appointments. I need to make this amount a week. Like, be very specific. Okay. My emails are like dinging. What's going on? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's dinging. Let me see if I can mute this really quick. Nope, didn't mute it. All right, hold on, guys. I got lots of dings happening. Okay, I think I muted it. Okay, so you said, listen, change my zip code. Listen. Okay, but yeah, I always encourage you guys to make your, like, you know, write down your goals. What is it that you want? Make it very clear. What are you looking for? What is your plan? Be very specific about what you're looking to do. Don't just say, I'm going to become a notary and let's see what happens. And, you know, like, you have no vision. There's no order. Like, you have to be very specific. What does that look like? Do you want to do general notary? You want to do loan closings? Do you want to do e-notary? How many do you want to do? What is your goal? How are you going to implement it? Okay. All right. So there's that. Let me hit some questions really quick, and I'm going to hit the next thing. Let's see. Good morning, Jasmine. What's the best remote online notary platform to use? There is really no best. All of them have their pros and cons. I can tell you about a bunch of them and then tell you why I like and what I don't like. I always say if you want to get into e-notary and you want to get started, you want to throw your feet in there real quick, I always tell my students hop on Notarize first. They have a great training. We have training from them in our program too, but they're more, what do you say? Oh, and one of my students sent me an article about them this morning. I wonder if I can share it to you guys. I told y'all don't listen to me. I call it out. I call it out. So e-notary is the next big thing, but Notarize is growing leaps and bounds, guys. Absolutely leaps and bounds. If you guys don't get in now, it's gonna. And I'm not saying get into Notarize. I'm saying get into e-notary. Okay. Period. Like we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when I do an e-notary training. We'll talk about that more. Does every state need to take the oath of office for the notary public? I don't know every state's law around being a notary. I know most states have an oath you have to take, but it just depends on your state. Can you use an EIN and claim your miles and expenses, or do you have to have an LLC? So an LLC is your entity, okay? That's who you are. So like, I'm trying to make sure I explain this correctly. So it's two parts to a business, or let's say to a business. You have the entity and then the entity identification number. So you can do a sole proprietorship and then use your social, and you can still claim all that stuff, okay? Or you can do an LLC with an EIN and claim all that stuff. It's how you put it together. So the EIN and the LLC will go essentially together, because the LLC is the entity and the EIN is the identification number of the entity, if that makes sense. Like for tax purposes, I want to make sure I'm trying to make it like, okay, first, I am not an accountant, and this is not, that's a disclaimer I have to say whenever I start talking business. It's just for educational purposes. I am not an accountant or a CPA. If you have tax questions, you definitely want to talk to your tax professional. Okay, but when you form an LLC and use your EIN, you can still claim your miles and all your expenses, or you can do a sole proprietor and use your social and claim your miles and expenses that way too. It's just personal preference. Okay. All right, but there are benefits to forming an LLC, which include that if anything happens, like if you get sued, people cannot come for your personal belongings, your money, your personal assets, things like that. It is literally, your LLC is its own entity. So they can bankrupt that LLC, but they cannot bankrupt you. Okay. So that's where that comes in. Okay. Getting ready to do my e-notary next and marketing today, putting in my notice as soon as I come back from vacation. Okay, where you going on vacation? Listen, I didn't get an invitation. Okay, let's see. I do have a lot of people in Maryland. Yeah. So what I always tell you guys too is when you join the program, request to be added to the Facebook group. Make sure you guys are putting the email that you use when you join the program. Okay. Oh, I want to make sure my time's not going too far, because I really want to get to this. I want to tell you guys about, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. But yeah, so we do a lot. But join the Facebook group. You can network with people in the program that are all over the country. Oh, you guys are the sweetest. Thank you, Thomasina. That's why you guys are the best. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What is the registration number that you need to send the seal when you complete the wrong training? So when we get in the e-notary training, we do provide you your e-notary seal. It's your notary commission number, if they give you a commission number. Some states don't have one, but if you have one, that's what you send. Congratulations, June. Okay, I think I missed questions. Okay, hold on. Good morning. Pay for grad school and continue it on the side after. Okay, got it. Should I start signing up for signing services even though I have not taken my LSA test yet? I mean, you can. A lot of them ask you for that background check though. So my goal is to level up and go direct. What is the best approach to title companies? Oh, we're going to do a video on that. That's a whole little spiel. Where should I start to study for the test? What test? Maryland test? There's a link. I put it in the last YouTube I did. If you just Google like Maryland title insurance producer license, I think I said that right. It's like one of the second links that comes up. EIN is the like Social Security for your business. There you go. Okay. I need help with marketing. I have a Google page and LinkedIn and business cards. I'm getting fewer response. I need customers. I would definitely say I could sign up for the training at Notary2Notary.com. Can we pay to get the title company list separately? Yes, you can. It is available for separate. The ultimate title and signing company list, you can get it separately on the website. And you have access to it for forever too. So unlimited access. And then we'll keep adding as companies come up. If we find more companies, we add to it. So you'll always have access to it. All right. Hey, Yamina, one of my coaching students. Hey, honey bun. I saw one platform only pays $25 for eNotary. How much does eNotary typically pay? It varies 100% around the board. 100% around the board. It varies a lot. Okay, especially if you do it independently. If you do it independently, you can charge whatever you want to charge. It definitely can vary a lot. Hey guys, a lot of people on here. Hey Sandy. If I already passed my notary exam and background, do I still need to take more courses to get a better understanding of how to complete the signing? It's up to you. I never tell anybody you have to take anything. It's completely optional. I recommend my training, but you don't, this is like, it's hard to, okay, I'm going to give you my honest answer and then we're going to backtrack. Okay, I recommend you the training because there's a lot of notaries out there who have an LLC, who've taken their NSA, who passed their background check, and they go out to do loan signs, have no idea what they're doing. And the reason why I say this is because you guys know I have a signing service. I have been seeing, listen, it's a video I did on Instagram. I'm going to need you guys to go back and watch it. Okay, I might put it on YouTube just for y'all. I have been seeing some people do some crazy things, y'all. Okay. And so I said to say, I think they just don't know. Okay. So I definitely recommend the training for sure. Do you need an EIN to start your Google business page? No, you don't. All right. So let's hop into what I want to talk to you guys about. So the NNA put a post out on social media. So I just shared that where they highlighted the company. You guys know I'm speaking at their conference, the virtual conference. I think it's like next month. I have to look at my dates again. We're also working on a collaboration of some more content that we'll be putting out together. So I'm really excited about that. You know, I love collabs. Okay. And so stay tuned for that. And so that being said, we do have a promo. I was super excited. They blasted Notary2Notary and they put a promotion out. So I have it somewhere in this list of things. We're going to go to Notary2Notary.com and then you're going to use promo code NNA for 30% off, guys. So we're working on something super cool. I'm super excited about. Yay! And so stay tuned for that outside of the conference. Something else that we're working on. So I'm really excited about that. Let me tell you, the first time the NNA reached out to me, because I've been a notary for, 8 years. And I've been with the NNA probably since 2016. And I knew who they were. They're the largest notary organization. So they reached out to me the first time last year. I need y'all to understand. I had a whole little breakdown in my car. I was like, oh my God. Okay. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, really? And so since then, I just really I love the content they put out. I love the partnership, and so for them to even invite me to be at the conference and then to, do more collabs, it definitely is an honor for sure. And so I was super excited when they posted it on social media. I'm like, oh my gosh, yay. So if you want to register for any of the trainings online that we have, you can use promo code NNA. You can use that on any of the trainings and on the Ultimate Signing and Title Company list for 30% off. And I think I said to expire on, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's a couple days. But we're going to put a post out too. I think it's on Friday, if I'm not mistaken correctly. So I'm super excited about that. We've just been doing a lot. So that was the NNA. You guys know too, I get a lot of emails about the signing service. You guys want to sign up with the signing service. And all you have to do is make an account on signingorder.com. Okay. Signingorder.com and make a profile. And that's how we send our orders out. Okay. It's super cool when I see a lot. And I did a video on TikTok. I think we put it on Instagram too, where listen, Sarah, we're going to put a pin in that because we're going to talk about that today, honey. Okay. So, we did a TikTok about how the orders come through last minute and how we're trying to find people who end up finding students. It's so cool when we are able to assign orders to students. So I shouted out Melissa. I talk to Melissa all the time because I'm like, Melissa, I need you to do this. And she does it. April, it's a lot of regulars. There's a lot of regulars, students. And it's Florence, who else do we normally see? So when I see them, I say, oh, give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. or him. Donald, was it Ronald? Donald or Ronald? I see your face when it comes through though. Who else is another really popular student that's always getting orders from us? I know April is in Texas. Oh, she won the printer. Can't think of her name, but she won a printer in one of my sessions. Oh, you gotta be fast. Asia, you gotta be fast. Sometimes it does happen like that. It's like when she basically says she can't get any loan signings because the orders come through and it's like, it's like literally, if I get a ding, it's like 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds, okay? When we send orders out, usually they're filled in like 60 seconds, hands down. Sometimes it's really fast. It's faster than that, okay? Sometimes it takes a little longer though, but on average, okay? All right, so let's hit some questions really quick. But yeah, so the signing service, just make a profile on signingorder.com, and this is the link so we can send you out work orders, which is really super cool. I always think it's super cool. I just put the link in the chat. I always think it's super cool when we are able to train people to build their business, and then we also have a signing service where we can give you work. And so that's super exciting. And it's coming up to the end of the month. I have to send out checks for all the notaries who did the work for us during the month. So I do all the payroll, and you do 30 days net. And so you guys know that sometimes I pay people early. Don't ask. Don't start asking me. Vanessa, can you pay me early? Listen. Okay, try if I'm like, caught up in my work, and I say, okay, let's do payroll early. But we are coming up on the 1st, and we do a 30-day net. So anyone who's working with us and they started doing loan closing in the beginning of March, you should see that we do our checks with deluxe e-checks. And so a lot of people have asked about that too, about getting that email e-check. So that's how we send our payments out too. And basically you'll get an email from Deluxe e-checks like, hey, you have a payment. You open it up. When I first started, they were only doing print. You can only print it. Now you can print it. You can have it sent to your PayPal. You have it sent to your bank. And I think it's like a debit card thing they have. I don't know about that. I still print mine off and I mobile deposit mine, but you can direct deposit to your PayPal or your checking account. Of course, there's fees for that. But printing it is free. Okay, printing it is free. And so we send ours out via email. So all you do is print it off. And I'm going to tell y'all, listen, we should do a whole training on this. I'm going to put this down, how to deal with e-checks. Because when you print them off, you cut the check out, sign the back. You still sign the back, and then you can mobile deposit it. If you take it to the bank, the first time you go to your bank, just take the whole page. Sometimes you'll get a teller who has no idea what that is, and they'll literally look at you like you're committing fraud. Like, I'm sorry, did you just print that check off? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. And they look, I'm telling you, I've heard it all. And I still get it once in a while. If I have a printed check and I want to take it to the bank, they'll say, did you print this check off? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, ma'am. I need you to cash it. Stop playing these games. Okay. But basically just tell them, yes, it is an e-check. And if they give you any issue, just ask for the branch manager. Branch managers always know exactly what an e-check is. A lot of times the tellers just don't know. And so they may say something like, oh, it's supposed to be printed on check paper, things like that. No, it's not. Print it on regular white paper. Make sure it's white paper and make sure it's clear and you're fine. They may give you a little, but once, like, I go to the same banks now. So now they know, like, oh, even before they knew because I was always there. Like, oh, she got the paper checks and she printed offline. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I will tell you, if you print your checks like at, if you try to cash your checks like at anywhere else besides a bank, they may not take it. Like if you try to cash, I know, like if you try to cash it like Walmart's and Kroger's and like any place that cashes checks that are not a bank, they may not take a e-check, a printed e-check. Okay, just so you know before you try. You can try and then maybe try to just do direct deposit or try to send it to a PayPal account. That's the best I can think of if you do not have a bank account. If you don't have a bank account, yeah, I don't know. Think about that. I'm going to have to brainstorm on that. I'll brainstorm on that. But yeah, so we will be doing payouts today and tomorrow. I'll probably do like a week worth maybe. And try to do like once a week and get those out for you guys. We've been really busy. This month has been slammed. You guys know, like if you guys been seeing, like if you've been getting the orders, you've been seeing on-time already pop up, that's us. We've been slammed. So a lot of checks to send out. Okay. But I like sending out checks. Checks are fun. Checks are fun to get. and they're fun to send. Because when I'm sending you a check, that means I got paid too, you know? Hello. All right, let's do this thing. All right, so there's another question I want to cover really quick, and then I want to talk to you guys about the integrity journal, okay? We're going to talk about this, and I'm going to give one of these away, okay? All right, so Sarah made a good question, asked a good question. What can I do to protect my Excel spreadsheet and docs I've shared, but others that take and post my stuff for sale, even my business name? Okay, so Sarah, this is something that I literally just recently had to deal with the past like 2 months. I never had to deal with it before, and I didn't know. So I'm going to tell you a few things that we implemented to change that. Especially whenever you're going into the digital world, when you're trying to do things online, the reality is, one, you have to accept the fact that sometimes your things are going to get stolen. Unless you have like Google money or like Facebook money, people are going to, and I don't even know if they still get ripped off. I don't know. I mean, they get hacked, but unless you have like that, like, I don't know, like that high level of security that they have. But for most businesses, their basics that you want to do is definitely watermark. And so you'll see a lot of people add watermark to their online docs. You can do like a small logo, but you want to make sure it's something that can't be removed. So you usually put it behind the words. Don't put it like in the corner where it's like white space that can be like blocked out. You want to actually put it behind the information that's being shared, so that way people can't just take that watermark off and use your content. Of course, people can just literally look at it and just retype everything. They can always do that if they really want to. So I said, if someone really wants to steal your information, they can. But it's just extra steps that you can take to protect it as much as possible. It's just one of the things about life. Like, I think people can steal anything. You know, it's just one of those things. Like, people just, I don't know. But okay, so one thing to stop people from taking your things and selling it is putting a watermark on it. Another thing that we did is only having certain things made downloadable. There's another feature we haven't added yet, but you can do where people can't do like screenshots. Someone was telling me that you can do that. I don't know how that works. And also at the end of the day, depends on how much money you want to invest in it. Because watermarking is free. So if you want to add watermarks to your digital products, you can use the software that I tell everybody to use. It's free. It's a website called I Love PDF. I Love PDF, and I'll put it in the chat. It will let you do almost anything to a document. Okay. So it's ilovepdf.com. That's another website I tell you guys to use when you're sending those docs back in. Oh, real quick. Make sure I get back to Sarah. Sarah, I need to comment so I don't forget. When you guys are sending scan backs, please do not scan every page individually and send it back to me. Please don't do that. Oh my gosh, no. No. I should have put that in the video we talked about. Please do not do that. Please do not send a doc. Like, if you have like 150 pages in a package and you're scanning like 3 pages to each PDF and uploading like 30. I think I had several people upload like 50 PDFs, like between 30 and 50. And so I log into review, and it's like this long list of documents I have to open. You have to download and open them. And it's like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. No. No. I'm going to tell you my response. Okay. I don't do the doc reviews. But when I say, I'm going to help y'all out, the schedulers out, I'm going to help y'all out. Let me see what's in here. Let me try to go through these docs. And I see 30 PDFs on one order. No, I'm not reviewing that. No, send her an email. I need it all in one, or 2 or 3. I'll even do like 4 or 5. If it's more than 5, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And I think what's happening is maybe the signing order I don't think has a size. I think you can upload whatever you want to signing order. But if you have a large document that you cannot attach to an email or whatever the case is, just go to I Love PDF and compress it. Sometimes you got to compress it twice to get it down. It's just the size. I don't know techie terms. All the information is still there, but somehow it just makes this file smaller. Nothing is lost. It's just squeezes. I don't know. It shrinks the file. If you guys know techie terms and you can explain what compressing does to a document, put it in the chat. I don't know what it literally does, but it makes it smaller so that way you can attach it to an email. Okay. Or you can upload it to a file, to a platform that's not allowing you to upload it. Okay. So to protect your business name, you can always, so when you get your LLC, it protects you in that arena. But you can also do the, what's it called? Trademarking, and then it's something else you can do. We were looking at that for another company too. But at the same time, costs money. You can definitely do, especially if you are sold out. If you know, okay, this is what I'm doing, period. Let's go for it. But if you're just in the beginning and you don't know that you're gonna really go full-fledged with it, definitely trademarking can either be like a one fee and you're good, or you can have issues with it and you might have to put out more money. So I'm actually with a friend of mine now who's working on getting her business, getting it trademarked and copyrighted, and she's just having to deal with a few little hiccups, copyright attorneys and things like that, because there's some issues with the business model with her logo and things like that. And so it can be a really simple process, but it can also take time depending on your information that you're trying to get trademarked. So it definitely is a few things that you can do. I hope that kind of helps. If you want to do that, if you're just talking about like for your notary business, you may not need to go that far, but it sounds like you might have another business that you're doing where you're trying to protect your information. So I would definitely say you can start, like, cancel, like, don't allow whatever software platform you're using. You can turn off downloads. You can definitely highly recommend adding those your logo as a watermark, definitely, and adding it using I Love PDF. That's the number one way I would say. That way, if someone uses it, at least you're still getting the credit because your information is there and they know that they took it and they're reselling it. And people are going to do that. Like, it's just the name of the game. It's going to happen when it comes to online. Even if you guys know, like on social media, when you post posts, people take your post and they just tweak it a little bit and then, oh, look, I just made this. Like, I happens to me all the time. And I don't know. When it comes to social media, I don't really care that much, but I don't want people like, don't take my content. And for me too, you guys know, I really subscribe to the there's more than enough for everybody concept. And so I've had students who started training programs and they asked me for, help to put their information in there. And I'm not against giving you some of my content. It's just the way that you go about it. So as long as you ask me and you're like, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? Sure. Go ahead. It's just, I don't know. I feel like we can all eat. It's just a matter of how we do it. As long as we're all working together, it's all a team effort. I feel there's more enough money out there for everybody. But at the same time, you have to protect your stuff because people will do anything. Okay. I hope that helped. Give everybody some insight there. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the integrity journal. So I think I put the link in there. What are we supposed to do if we cannot upload more than 50 pages? So if you can't do more than 50 pages, you can, and most loan closing documents are about 150 to 200. That's still 4 PDFs. So you can do 4. Just don't do 30. Don't do 30. Okay, so this is the link for the Integrity Journal. If you want to go ahead and buy a copy, I'm going to tell you guys about it right now. Deposit notary-related fees to a business account. Business and personal expenses to be kept separate according to the IRS. Okay. I was just reading her comment. I'm not giving tax advice. I'm like, well, you said it. No, I was reading a comment. Compressing a file reduces the dots per inch, creating a smaller file. There is a reduction in quality when compressing a file, so be mindful. Thank you, Lori, because I had no idea. And even though you said that, I have no idea what you mean by dots per inch. None at all. Like, what are you talking about? But it's okay. I completely understand that I am not a techie. Okay. I'm learning it, but I'm not a techie, so it's fine. Cease and assist letters work. You should say that in another video. Great. Another hilarious video. Listen. Okay. Let's talk about this integrity journal really quick. I'm going to tell you guys how one of you guys are going to win a copy of it right now. Okay. All right. So I put the link to the journal if you want to get a copy in the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you a picture of it really quick, and then we're going to go from there. All right, so this is what it looks like. It looks exactly how I was holding it. Look at that. Oh, snap. Hold on. Watch this, though. Watch this. Y'all know I'm silly sometimes. Okay. Hold on. Let's see if I can fill the screen. It's called the Integrity Journal. Okay. Look. It's hard. Okay. All right. Integrity Journal, right? Hold on. Uh-oh. What'd I do? I did something. Get off. Okay. All right. So the Integrity Journal, you can get it on Amazon. I put the link in the chat. And so I always had this other journal, and I think I left it at home. But the one that you guys can get on Allstate Notary Supplies, and you can still get there. If you're going to go to Allstate Notary Supplies, make sure you use promo code Notary2Notary so you can save on that 20%. But if you're going to do this journal, I'm going to tell you all about it. That I just like, I want to keep this one and keep the okay, awesome. Okay. All right. So this is what the journal looks like. It's called the Integrity Notary Journal. Ta-da. And it's super cool. I actually thought it was going to be smaller when it came, but it's actually a pretty thick book. It's thicker than the journal that I have currently. And so, and oh, you see that? That's super cool. You can put the dates that your journal runs through. Like you can put dates from and to. Like, can you guys see that right there? And what volume it is. Look at you having volumes. Listen, that means you're doing a lot. And it makes me want to get back in the field. Listen, I think I want to get back in the field just so I can use this. Like, I feel like I'm a book person. I just like writing, and I like writing with pencil, just so you know. But I never use pen most of the time. But actually, I like the way pencils write. But I love books. Like when I'm like in school, I went to college, or when I'm doing any kind of training, like I'm doing my title producer's license, I literally print off the whole book. And the book's like 500 pages. Yes, I did. I like to write. Like I need the paper. If you might say you're old school, that's fine. I like to write. I like to highlight. Okay. I know you can highlight on the screen, but it's not the same. Okay. So let me give you guys an up close. Oh, you know what? I did something even better for you guys. Watch this. All right. So this is what the inside looks like. Okay. And so the inside of the book is basically, if you look at the top, it has well, you can't see the whole page. Yeah, this is a little different. It's almost the same. Oh, no, it's not. It's the same. Okay, so it has the signing address, which is you can use for general notary work and for loan closings. And anyone that's in attendance at the signing, the client signing service, whoever hired you, the loan number, the fee you're being paid, any notes that you want to add in. So the 1 through 4 is the signer. So if you only have one signer, then you only fill in the top one. If you have more than one signer, you can fill in 1 through 4 at the bottom here. So it's gonna have your address, the phone number and email, the signature, initial if oath is taken, and then a thumbprint if required. So let me go back a little bit really quick, guys. Okay. So first of all, a journal is not required in every state. It depends on your handbook if it is required. Okay, if it's not required, you don't have to keep one. You can keep one to protect you if you want to. It's completely up to you. Me personally, I use mine when I'm doing like general notary work usually, but I don't usually use them for loan closings. But it's up to you. Like I said, it's personal preference when your state does not make it a requirement. Okay, in Virginia, it's not required. Okay, but it's just recommended. All right. And so let me show you this next screen really quick, this next page. And I'm going to give you guys one of these. Oh my gosh, it's super, super blurry. Oh no. All right, let's try this. Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, so it has the name, date, the time, date, the signer, the identity they use, like a driver's license or a passport, the willingness, and that's a really cute section. You see where it says willingness and competence? It's really blurry, isn't it? You can't see it. Okay, I should have just did a scan. But it basically says willingness and competence, and then it's like checkbox. You can check off express willingness, mentally alert, indicated understanding, and then the format that you're doing the notarization. So which is super important now because we're doing a lot of e-notary. So there's paper, electronic, and RON. So paper, of course, paper. Electronic is if they're doing it electronically, but they're still physically beside you. And then RON is remote online notarization. So they're not physically with you. They're anywhere in the world with U.S. credentials, okay? And so it's 4 sections again, if you have 4 signage for you to fill out. And then it also has a really cute section here that actually has like documents, like the borrower's affidavit, compliance agreement, things like that, deed of trust. And then you can check off what was signed and what wasn't. If you did an acknowledgement or a jurat and the number, which signer signed it. If it's like an advance directive, a POA, living trust. This is like more so for general notary work, and this is for loan closing. Okay. And then more acknowledgments here. So it's really a detailed way to complete your notary journal. Okay. There's a lot of entries in here. Basically, each page is its own notarization. So this is all one situation. So one appointment. Okay. It's a very, very detailed. There's literally, I will say, if you have this journal, there's literally nothing that you could ever get caught up on because you covered every single thing. Like this is a very detailed situation. Okay. Like it's extremely detailed. Like, listen, extremely detailed. Okay, date, name, time. Was it a signer or was it a witness? Even the pages. Now I would say, oh, okay. Now I will say, like with the loan closing section, that may be a bit much if you're doing like a lot of loan closings a day, like to go through and say, okay, I checked that, I did that, I did that, I did that. But when it comes to like it's up to you, like personal preference. If you're in a state that requires me, in California, you have to put in each notarization. So that actually would work really well for people in California. Like if you have to, and they're not the only state, but if you have to actually put in each individual notarization, then that would work out really well, because then you don't have to use a whole separate form for that, because you can just put all of them here. You see how that would make that a little bit easier? If you're in a state that you have to do one for each one, you can just put them all on this one document. So in some states where you do a loan closing, you have to put every single page you notarize in the loan closing in your notary journal. And so that would be, a lot of pages, but not if you have that book. You could just put it all on the same thing, right? So I like this. I like the layout. I think it's super, super detailed. That's the one that I think is really super duper detailed. Like, you will know everything. You can even put your notes, like they were mean, they had a dog, you can put, or they didn't sign, I didn't have this person sign because they showed signs of dementia, or, you can even put, the dog chased me outside. Next time I come back, I'm bringing my pepper spray, whatever you want. I like the notes section. The notes is super cool. So notes, especially if a loan doesn't close, you have that there too. I put the notes right on the platform or send as an email, but it's just another option for you if you want to get a notary journal. I definitely recommend it. I think it's super cool. I gotta say, it has me want to go out and do some closing. Listen, I think I'm going to, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna take every call that I get today in my area, and I'm gonna go do it. Because normally I just send it out. I'm going to do anything that's close to me. Loan closing wise, I haven't done a loan closing. I'm having loan closing withdrawal. Okay. I haven't done a loan closing in so long. I miss doing it. So general notary work alone. I want to do a loan closing. Maybe I will do that. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Okay. So, man. All right. So we're going to do this as a giveaway. I actually have 3 of these, but I'm going to keep one because they're super, super awesome. So I have 2. I think I'm going to give away one now, and I'll give away one more next time I come on the live. So we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away one of these super cool integrity journals to one of you guys. If you still want to get it, you can still get it on Amazon. I put the link in the chat so you can get it. What did somebody just say? Hold on. Do you recommend an app scanner until I purchase a mobile scanner? So if you need to scan, I use Adobe Scan. It scans it very clear and it puts it into a PDF. And then it's always stored that you have it and you can email it out. Nona created her own journal. I've been frustrated with the ones available, so I made my own. I've not started using it yet. Okay, look at you, creative. Okay, let's see. I'm a hoot. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna do this giveaway. Ooh, I like this question. Tara, we're gonna answer your question. That's a good question. You should do a day in the life of a signing agent. How many you did and how much you made. That's a good idea. Okay. All right. So let me hit Tara's question really quick. Yes, it's called Adobe Scan. That's the app, and it's free. Okay. So Tara said, what do you do if a signing company won't pay you? The payout is 90 days, but it's been over 90 days. I've contacted the company via email and phone, but I can't get anyone to respond. All right. Here we go. Good question. You guys know I don't play about getting my money. Okay. All right. So this is what I do. So the first thing is definitely having good record keeping skills. Good record keeping. I use Notary Assist. That's the first step. And I know you're like, well, why are you going back that way? Because it's super important that you set up right to end well. Okay. So I use Notary Assist and I put all my signings in there. When I put my signing in, I put the date, the signer. It's a whole video on Notary Assist in the training. The date, the signer, all the information, how much I'm getting paid, who's paying me, and then I have the payout. When am I getting paid? What's their payout? If you don't know your company payout, you can ask them that. It's usually on your signing confirmation. Okay. All hit yours in a second. I like your question. Your question was really, you guys have really good questions today. Okay. You have great questions every day. I'm just saying. I like your questions today. And so after I do that, what I do is when I hit my 30-day, you guys know I used to always say Monday morning, I get in the office and I set my notary assist to anything 30 days past due. And I start my phone calls and my emails from there every Monday. And so on Monday, I look what's past due. And the first thing I do is I send an email. I send an email to the company and I say, hey, hi, something like along these lines. Hi, great morning. Just reaching out on this order I completed on this date for this borrower. You guys pay on you pay on net 30. It should have been received by now. I'm just following up. And I always say it could be a mistake on my behalf. It could be an oversight on my behalf because what you don't want to do is email a company and say, hey, you didn't pay me. Where's my money? And they already sent it and you cashed it. And now you're looking crazy because you got rude. Don't do that. Okay. So what you want to do, you send an email, hey, it could be an oversight on my behalf, but can you confirm if this payment has been sent? And if so, when? And is there a check number that I can check my records for? Okay, so I send that email out. I give them about a day or two to respond. If I don't get anything back, then I send a second follow-up email that says second request. And I send that email. I give them about a day, maybe two, depends on how bad I want my money. And then I call. I may call the second day. The second time I do that too, and I call and I usually ask for accounting. I say, hey, who does your accounts payable? And then they say, okay, whatever the case is, that you have a phone number or email. And I say, great, get them on the phone. A lot of times when you get them on the phone, it gets worked out at that time. So you get them on the phone and say, hey, I completed this order on this day. I haven't received payment. I don't think. Can you confirm payment has been sent? If payment has been sent and they provide information for you, you just validate and then say, awesome, great, thank you. If not, then they'll usually say, oh, it hasn't, but we're going to send it out now. And a lot of things so first of all, things could have happened in that your address could be wrong on their end. Okay, maybe you put it in wrong, whatever the case is. Sometimes if you put an address in and your check gets returned, they won't call you. So it could be like, oh, we sent it out, it came back returned. You need to check. Okay, it could be, oh, we just started doing direct deposit, so we're not doing this anymore. But they're doing e-checks. Like with the Lux e-check, they can just send it out to you via email again. There's a few ways to get that cleared up. Now, usually when you call, you get it worked out. There are times when you go to collect on your funds and they're not there. They're not paying you. So I have had a few situations like that. Yes. Okay. So let me tell you how I deal with the companies who decide that they don't want to pay me, or I had a few companies who do not communicate effectively. Okay. I don't name companies. I did name one, but I deleted them because I was like, when I see you were angry, stop. Okay. I'm not going to name any more companies unless you ask me specifically, then I'll tell you. Okay. Well, my experience with them was not what I had looked forward to, things like that. So there's one company that I worked with that did not answer the phone ever, except for when they wanted to call me to give me an order, which was really weird because I only did two. Well, I did two with them. I did one with them and I took one. I was pending to do it. And then everything had went crazy. I said, oh no, take this back. No. They never answered the phone. I said, well, then give you the order. And so when I called, I was calling, I was emailing, and so they never got back to me. I mean, this is over the course of a month. Maybe like 2 weeks. 2 weeks maybe. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And it had been like a nice little minute. So usually companies respond. And so I'm not getting any feedback. They're basically saying, well, all you can do is send an email. I send an email. Because their accounting department, it just has an email. And so I can tell you what I did. Then I'll see what I did. Okay. Let me see. Sometimes okay. I'm trying to make sure I do this the right way. I don't always make the right decisions, but I look, the money came. I did it. Okay, so what you do is, all right, you send an email, you call, they're not responding. Then you bring it to other people. You never, ever call the borrower. Hands down, never do that. You never, ever call the borrower, ever. That is never okay. At the end of the day, they have already paid. It's in their loan, okay? So what you can do is you can call the signing service, and if the signing service is literally absolutely ridiculous, as an absolute last, you can call the title company. Don't say I told you to do it. But you can. But don't do it. Don't do it. Because it's a way that you have to, that you finesse it, okay? I don't want you to just run around calling all titles like, I didn't get my check. Don't do that. That was something I did at the very end, before I was just going to, file the whole, what is it called when your attorneys file when you just don't get paid? You can do that. But it was just really weird. Like, it was, anyways, that was one situation. But right after I did that, they paid me. And it's because they didn't want to lose their contract, of course. No one wants to lose their contract. I had another company who basically just kept telling me, we mailed it. And my address was wrong, I guess. I don't know what was happening. But they kept saying, well, we got it back. I said, listen, after they mailed it twice and it got returned, it was 2 or 3 times. I said, hold on. Do you have the check in your hand? She said, yes. I said, okay, look, open it up, scan it, and email it to me. And I'll just print it off and mobile deposit it. At this point, do not put that check back in the mail. Okay? Sometimes you gotta troubleshoot. And then I have a few companies that usually they do, but sometimes you'll have like hard companies that are like a little extra. I had a company one time that didn't pay me, and they basically just was like, she was really nice that she was sick. The company was in trouble. And she said, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to get it together. Payroll's backed up. I have to be honest with you. And I respected her honesty. Like I said, okay, well, whenever you get a chance, let me know. And, review messages. Okay. I had another company who just didn't want to pay me. And I remember that's the first company I think I went a little cuckoo. I didn't go cuckoo. I was like, when you first get started, you count on all the money. And even after that, I went out and did the work. Let's go. And so they didn't want to pay me either. And I called, I emailed, and I wasn't getting anywhere. And I said, you know what? I think it was like a month. It was like about a month before I had the law firm that does the letters for me. It was in the beginning. And I sent this long 2-paragraph email to the same email I have been emailing the whole time. It's almost like 2 months. Okay. And I said, Vanessa Terry, follow up again. You guys know I did this closing for you. This is all information. I have sent numerous emails. I have called numerous times. I spoke with these people. I put all my information in there. I said I did everything I could on my part. I don't know if you guys just don't want to pay me. It's just bad practice. But at this point, me continuing to reach out to you it's just too much for me. It's too stressful. I'm not going to do that. And if I don't know I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm absolutely done reaching out to you. You can just keep it at this point. And then I ended it with this, y'all. I said, everybody laughed when I told the story. I ended with this. I said, because at the end of the day, I'm a child of God, and God will take care of me. And this is what I said, what's that scripture that says something like, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord? I said, he will deal with you accordingly. Have a great day. So when I said like that, listen, why did I get that check like 4 days later? I need y'all to understand the check came in the mail. Somebody opened that email and said, oh no. I never forgot that story. That was years. It was like, 4 years ago? And they put the check right in the mail. I said, I'm going to leave with this. I'll just use this as my template. Anyway, but usually that's what happens. Worst case scenario, like I said, you could use a company like it used to be called Legal Shield, and they have a really affordable business plan. I can put that link in the training too, because that's what I use a lot of the time when I need to send my letters out. It's a lot more inexpensive than using like an actual business attorney. Definitely good for small businesses, and they just send out that letter for you to collect those funds for you. So it's completely optional. And that's what I use. Okay, so let's see. How are we gonna? Oh, thank you, Missy. Shout out to Missy for the super chat. Absolutely love it. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right, I do have a promo right now. Oh, I took it off the screen. Hold on. Promo code is NNA, because you guys know the NNA did a shout out for me over the weekend, which is super cool. Promo code is NNA for 30% off any of the trainings we have online. Okay, so we're gonna do this giveaway really quick, guys. I am going to put it in the training for you, okay? Yeah, I did join. I need to get my link. But I do like Legal Shield. I do. I definitely use them a few times for different things. Y'all so silly. All right, let's do this giveaway, guys. Let's do Integrity Journal giveaway. So the way we're going to do this giveaway is the first person who sends me an email to info@notary2notary.com. I don't know. Every time I do a chat, people say, my thing was up there first, and then I'm like, I didn't see it. It didn't show it to me. So we're gonna do an email, info@notary2notary.com. When I say the question, the first person who sends me the email The first person who sends me an email will win the book. Okay. All right. So, hey, I want to ask a question that's based off notary journals. Let's see. I'm just looking at your questions really quick. Are you guys ready? You are very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Okay, so, cancel. Okay, all right, so in order to win a copy of the Integrity Notary Journal, for the record, guys, if you want to buy it, you can. I put the link in the chat, and I think it's in the training. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's on our social media. Okay, you're going to have to answer a question. You're going to email info@notary2notary.com with the correct answer to the question. Now, you guys know I usually do questions based off of previous sessions, so that way I know that you guys have been listening. Okay, so do not email me yet. Email me once I ask you the question. Okay, all right, so the question I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put the question on the chat on the screen, and then the first person who emails me the answer correctly will win. Okay. All right, so let me get this question typed up really quick. Ooh, I know what the question's going to be. So, let's do something different. I have a better question. Wait, I'm trying to make it not too hard, but I don't want to make it too easy either. Hold on. I think it should be, it's going to be a notary journal question. It is. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ask a question about the journal. Here we go. Okay. Hey, what y'all doing? Almost done. It's too much pressure. Oh, I know. Now, this is a question that I said. So it's a question that says, it's something that I'm saying personally for me. Okay. What do I personally do? Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Save. Are you guys ready to rock and roll this thing? Yeah, the promo code is for all of the training. Anything on the website you can use it for. Okay. Are we ready to rock and roll? You guys have the email, info@notary2notary.com. The first person that emails will win correctly, okay? All right, here we go. Hey, y'all. Hey. What did I say I do not use my notary journal for? Send it as an email to info@notary2notary.com. I said I do not use my journal for this. I said I would use it for this, but I don't use it for this. And I say it all the time. I do not use my journal for this. And once I say I have a winner, guys, please don't keep texting me, y'all. Don't keep sending me, huh? Don't keep sending me messages. What did I say I do not use my notary journal for? What do I not? Oh, okay, I got answers. Stop the press. 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 Stop. Sorry. I have an answer, y'all. Please stop emailing me now, baby. We got a winner. What are you using to print your docs? This HP printer right here. It's a dual tray all in one. Dual tray all in one, and laser jet. All right. So the first person the correct answer is, I do not use my notary journal for loan closings. Okay. I only use it for general notary work. I do not use it for loan closings. All right. So let's see who said it first. No, please stop emailing. Y'all just so silly. No. 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 Okay, the first person who said the answer is loan closings is, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are you ready? I'm going to reply to the email first. It'd be really cool if that person says, oh my God, it was me, I won. In the chat. Okay, please send me your mailing address so I can mail your book. Let's see if she puts in the chat it was me. I just emailed her. Let's see. All right, we're going to do one more. You said, Lord, my job don't want me to win. They blocked my email. All right, we're going to do one more because I love y'all. Y'all know I'm addicted to giving things away. I can't help it. Robin Smith did win. Shout out to Robin. Victoria said it was me. It was not you. It was Robin Smith. Y'all so silly. Robin Smith just won. She was the first person who put, I do not use my notary journal for loan closings. We're going to do one more. Y'all ready? All right. I'm going to do one more question. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Now, this one, you have to be following me on social media. Ready? Hold on. Okay, cool. I want to make sure I was saying that right. Okay. You guys ready? All right. Save. We ready? I'm doing live. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. We ready? So, same concept applies. When you answer, you're going to send the email to info@notary2notary.com. The first person who responds will win. And here we go. This one would have been something that you would have heard me say on social media. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? I don't see ready faces. You know, I did want to tell y'all a story. So last week I went to the mall and I found okay, so I made a mistake and I didn't put the right banner up, but oh, that's the wrong question. Hold on. I'm just going to put it on the screen. I don't know what's going on. I had it. It was right there. Oh, here it goes. See? It's not working. There it is. Okay, what city did I just get back from? What city did I just get back from? Send it to me in an email. Do not tell me the state. If you tell me the state, that is not the question. What city did I just get back from last week? I had a great time. Listen, side note, never mind. Actually, no. Side note to the ladies. Did you know when you wear makeup, like foundation, and you have to change your makeup for the summertime because you get a tan, like your skin changes because you're in the sun. And so you have to get a darker foundation to cover. Like, I don't know. I just learned that. I didn't know that. Cheese. Okay, let's see who's winning. I've been in a lot of beaches lately. Costa Rica. Let's see who answers first. Okay, stop. Hold the press. Hold the press. Hold the press. Hold the press. Stop emailing. We have a winner. Listen. Okay, so I just got back from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, and it was amazing. If you have not been to Myrtle Beach, I need you guys to go. The best part for me was the pirate show. It's a pirate place called Pirate Voyage. I've been to a lot of little theater shows and stuff like that, and like the little dinner shows. This one was amazing. Like when I walked it, first of all, it's beautiful outside. I'll post a picture for you guys. It's absolutely insanely beautiful. But when you go there, when you go inside the actual show, it's an actual boat with water. It's like a moat water, and they have like people flipping off stuff, and they have things coming out of the water. They had a whole, I don't want to tell y'all because I don't want to ruin it for you. I promise you when you go that you will be shocked and surprised. Like I stood up a lot of times like, oh my gosh, what's that? Okay. I had a great time. If you're going to Myrtle Beach, you need to go. Listen, I really want to tell you what they had, but I don't want to ruin it for you because if you go, you're going to say, oh, she ruined it, you know? I was very, very highly impressed. Like they get a complete 100-star from me. If I can give you 500 stars, I would. Okay. Listen, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hands down. Okay. Love it. You said too much vacation time. I know I got to you said it's a thing called spring and summer or winter and fall makeup. I didn't know that. Well, now I know. They didn't tell me that. All right, let's see who won. So I did just come back from Myrtle Beach. The first person who said Myrtle Beach was, hold on. I'm going to respond. Please send me your mailing address. Let's see if they comment in the post, in the chat, that they won. Here we go. We have a winner. One the newbies can do. All right, when I come back on, I'll do one. I don't have one right now that I can think of. I only have 2 more books. I want to keep one for myself. Y'all don't be mean to me. All right, let's see if she puts in the chat that she won. But yeah, I did just come back from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Listen, it was amazing, hands down. Absolutely loved it. I think I'm going to be still for a little bit, but I'm definitely going to go somewhere else. I've been enjoying traveling. If you guys have not traveled, you definitely do that. And you can. Everything is so inexpensive right now. It's they did say all the flights were going up this week and next week, but after that, they should go back down. Listen, people were getting flights to Florida for $40. Okay, listen. I try to go on once or twice a day now that I'm back into my swing of things. We do have a live session. If you're a student, we're going to do a live training today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that link's going to go out. I didn't have one yesterday due to technical difficulties. I definitely didn't plan the way I needed to have everything set up. But we are going to do that session today at 6. If you can't attend at 6 Eastern Standard, you can always watch the replay. The link will go out today, probably around 5 o'clock. So anyone registers after then, they'll still get the link. Okay. If you want to register for the training, you can to attend that live session. You just have to be a part of the program. Go to Notary2Notary.com. Use promo code NNA so you get on that notary signing agent training. That is happening this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also watch all the replays that we have from any of the other trainings as well as they are on the training too. Let's see, did she comment? Okay, the winner was Audrey. Audrey? Did she say? Oh, yeah, there she is. She won. Yes, Audrey won. Congratulations, Audrey. All right, guys, that is also the clock on the wall. If you guys want to get a copy of the Integrity Journal, you can always order them on Amazon. I put the link in the chat, and I put it on our social media page as well. It's a very, very in-detail book, and so I definitely would recommend you get it as far as keeping track of your notary appointments and things like that. All that good stuff. I really like this. This is the cutest part. You can put the dates that you used it from, and it has a volume. Look at that, volume 1, because you're gonna have a lot of these because you're gonna be a 6-figure notary signing agent. Hello. All right, guys. It's tonight's session for loan signing agents. Yes, so we're doing the notary signing agent training this evening at 6 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna cover general notary work and loan signing training tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, how much is the training? And the training is $279 on the website for just the notary signing agent training. Use promo code NNA to have access to it. I don't know where it went. There it is. Oh, how much is the book? Daryl said it's $14. I'm not 100% sure. I can check for you really quick. Yeah, it's $14.98. Ta-da! Check that out. And you can get it right on Amazon. And that's the link. Ta-da. All right, guys. That is also the clock on the wall. I have to get on out of here now, but I will see you guys this evening at 6 p.m. There is a link that's going to go out for that training at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's about an hour long, and we're going to discuss notary signing agent and general notary work. Cool? Awesome sauce. Be great on purpose, guys. Let's make today great. Which training do you recommend for a new NSA? The notary signing agent training. That's what I recommend. For everybody just starting off, notary signing agent training. I will see you guys later. Until next time, happy signing.